Hi students, so welcome to online class. So today now we are going to discuss about chapter 6 control structures. So now we are going to discuss about the topic continue statement. So last class itself we have studied about break statement. So now we are going to study about continue statement. It is last video break. Now we are going to discuss continue. So continue statement is used to skip the remaining part of the loop and start with next iteration. So here the continue is going to skip the remaining part of the loop. Remaining part of the loop means whenever the continue keyword occurs, after the keyword, whatever the statement in the body of the loop, that particular statement will be skipped. Again I repeat, whenever we enter into the loop, whenever the loop condition is true, it enters into the body of the loop. In the body of the loop, whenever the continue statement occurs, after the continue statement, whatever the statements are inside the body of the loop, that particular statements will be skipped. So it is used to, continue statement is used to skip the remaining part of the loop, that is remaining statements of the loop, and start the next iteration. So it goes for the next iteration. It does not execute the body of the loop whenever continue statement is reached. Whenever the continue statement occurs, the statements will not be executed. Right. It is just opposite to break. Why? Because break statement is used to terminate the loop, but continue statement is used to skip the body of the loop alone and start going for the next iteration. Right, now see the syntax. What is the syntax of the continue statement? So the keyword continue is used for continue statement. Right, now we can see the flow chart. See, we are entering into the loop. Whatever the loop it may be a while loop or for loop. So what is the first thing? The test expression will be checked. If the test expression is false, what happens? While loop or for loop, it will do whenever we are executing the condition. If the condition is false, we will exit the loop. So we will exit the loop. But whenever the condition is true, it enters into the body of the loop. But inside the body of the loop, if we have continue statement, then what will happen? Continue statement means it skips all the statements in the loop. It skips all the statements in the loop, and then it goes for the next iteration. See here, the arrow mark is mentioned from here to here. So the arrow mark goes to the test expression again. So the remaining body of the loop is skipped. And start going for next condition, that is next iteration, if there is a continue statement. But if there is no continue statement, then what happens? Remaining body of the loop is executed. So again I will repeat this flow chart alone. So first of all, the test expression is checked. If it is a while loop or a for loop, the test expression is checked. If the condition is true, body of the loop should be executed. But inside the body, if we have continue statement, so it goes for the next iteration. See here, control is transferred to the test expression. it goes for the next iteration. But if there is no continuous statement, so automatically executes the body of the loop. But when the test expression is false, now what will happen? First itself the condition is false. It will exit the loop. Right. The same working is given here. See here. First for loop is executed. Inside the for loop they have given the condition. Inside the condition they have given the continue. Now what will happen? The statements will be skipped. Whatever the statements which are given inside the if condition, those statements will be skipped. Again it goes for the next iteration. Again it goes for the next iteration. The same thing is given for while also. Same thing is given for while also. Right. Now we can see. Let us see with an example program. Then you can understand it clearly. So for word in jump statement, the same program, instead of break, we are going to use the continue statement. So here for loop, word is the control variable, and then what is the string? Here they have given jump statement. Jump statement is the string. So here if word is equal to E, so whenever the character E is matched with word, whenever it is equal to word, so what you want to do? You want to continue. You want to continue. So you no need to print the word. That is, you no need to print the characters E in the jump statement. So there is no need to print the character E in the jump statement. So whenever the continue statement occurs, that is whenever the word, control variable word, find out the character E, it goes for the next iteration. Next iteration means it goes for the for loop. So whenever it reaches the last character T, so it automatically comes out of the loop. When it comes out of the loop, what is the printing statement? End of the program. So now you see here, the output is printed JUMP, jump, space, STAT. Then what about E? E is skipped. So the character E will not be printed on the output. So then again M, E is also skipped. So MNT. So whenever the control variable word reaches the character E, it automatically continues. So we are skipping the printing statement. We are not printing the character E. So this is the program. So where they have used the continue statement and then they have shown you the output. So we can see in a practical manner. Start button. So using the programs menu, we can choose ideally Python. So we are going to see in a practical manner using the Python script mode programming. So Control plus N for word in jump statement, then colon, next if word is equal to E. So what we want to do? We want to continue. Print the word, comma, end is equal to, I have given space. Then we are completing the program, print /n, end of the program. So after typing the program, Control plus S, save the file in a particular folder. So we want to give continue. Type the file name as continue. After saving the file, press F5. Now you can see the output as JUMP STATMNT. Can you see? Both the character E is not printed on the screen. So just we are skipping the character E alone. So some students you might have asked another question, sir, can I skip the character T? So instead of E, if I skip the character T, now what will happen? What is the output? JUMP space SAEMEN. So for example, when I press F5, so here why it is showing like this? Source must be saved. So without saving the file, we should not do anything. So Control plus S, Control plus S, then press F5. So now what is the output? JUMP SAEMEN. So we have skipped the character T. So in 3 places the character T is used. So that particular character is skipped. I think you might have understood the continuous statement in a practical manner. So let's end the class. Thank you, students.